baby?
Oh, hurry!
Okay, are you... Okay, ma'am, is the person still there?
I don't know. I think so.
Okay, who was it that shot them? They're coming, ma'am. Who was it that shot them?
It was her grandma.
Where is the baby?
Someone shot my baby. That's what the 911 dispatcher heard. A mother's voice, raw and cracking, barely able to form the words. My baby has been shot. Hurry, please. The operator asked who did it. And through the chaos and the fear, the mother gave an answer that stopped everyone cold. It was her grandma.
You can't deny what you did to me. Run me my money. Run me my shit. You don't rape and pillage the earth and think you don't get judged. Got my shit. Now all of a sudden you gonna jump the fucking ship and take my shit too at the casinos and shit? Give me my shit!
Try you one time while we're sitting in here.
They sold me. They sold me. They raped. They pillaged. They experimented. Keep going up on my rent. They've been going up on my rent. I've been there 17 years. I go get a job. I can't get a job to pay me worth nothing. I know who I am in this world. They have held me down and kept me down, and they have raped and pillaged and took everything from me every time I go to a job. You have spiritual attacks, and you have physical attacks. Well, I stopped allowing her to attack me in the spirit by attacking her in the physical.
But that's not even the most disturbing part of this story. Because while that baby was fighting for her life in a hospital, her grandmother was sitting in an interrogation room, calm, composed, and performing. She said she was a queen. She said her family were demons. She said she had been crucified. And when detectives asked her about the baby, she looked them in the eye and said, "That was not my granddaughter." So the question we're asking tonight is not just what happened on December 9th, 2023 in Liberty Township, Ohio. The question is, was Mia Harris truly out of her mind, or was she the most calculated person in that room? Welcome to Dark Passion Crime on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. We read every single comment you leave. Every theory, every question, every time you share your own story. Keep them coming. You are the reason this channel keeps digging. Baby Myra was 6 months old when her world was shattered. Not even half a year into this life. No words, no understanding, no way to protect herself. She was supposed to be safe. She was in her own home, in a bedroom, on a bed. And the person who broke down that door to get to her was her own grandmother. Mia Desiree Harris was 43 years old. She was the baby's paternal grandmother. She lived in the same apartment in Liberty Township, Ohio, alongside her son, his girlfriend Destiny, their infant daughter Myra, and Mia's own mother. A crowded household. And according to people who knew them, it had been tense for weeks. Witnesses told detectives that in the days before the shooting, Mia had been acting strangely, hallucinating, screaming, saying things that didn't make sense. This is important. Remember it, because it becomes the center of everything. It was the early hours of December 9th, 2023. Everyone in the apartment was asleep, or supposed to be. Then something shifted in Mia Harris. She woke up Destiny by dragging her out of bed and physically assaulting her. An argument ignited. Mia grabbed a handgun, a 9mm, registered in her name, kept in a lockbox in her bedroom, to which only she had the code. She started firing. She shot through a bedroom door. Multiple times. Bullets tore through the wall and into the neighboring apartment, where a tenant was asleep. Mia then broke the door down. She fired at Destiny, trying to shoot the baby's mother in the head. She missed. There was gunpowder on Destiny's forehead. Then Mia looked over and saw baby Myra lying on the bed. She pointed the gun and fired. One bullet went through the baby's head. Another through the mattress. Another through the headboard. Myra was hit. And then, according to testimony, Mia picked the baby up, handed her to Destiny, and smiled. She walked out of the apartment, got in her car, and drove away. No panic. No breakdown at the scene. She left. Monroe police officers found her driving the wrong way on Interstate 75, refusing to stop for marked police cruisers. She eventually led officers back to the apartment and was taken into custody without incident. While she was being arrested, baby Myra was being rushed to the hospital, airlifted to Cincinnati Children's Hospital, where surgeons worked to save her life. The 911 call came from Destiny, not from Mia. Destiny was the one screaming into the phone. "My baby's been shot. My baby's been shot." She was holding her bleeding infant daughter, begging for someone to come faster. When the operator asked who did it, Destiny answered without hesitation, the grandmother. Mia Harris did not call 911. Mia Harris drove away. Ask yourself what that tells you about her state of mind in those first moments after the shooting. A woman in genuine psychotic break does not calculate an exit. She does not smile, hand over the baby, and leave. She does not drive on an interstate, even the wrong way, and then lead police back to the scene and stop. These are not the actions of someone who has completely lost touch with reality. These are the actions of someone who knows exactly what she did, and is already deciding what comes next.
Destiny!
Someone shot my baby. Hurry, please.
Someone shot your baby?
Yes. Ma'am, please.
Okay,
hurry.
ma'am, they're coming.
Please,
Ma'am,
hurry, please.
how old's your baby?
She is 6 months old. Hurry.
Okay, are you...
Outside her, please.
Okay, ma'am, is the person still there?
I don't know. I think so.
Okay, who was it that shot them? They're coming, ma'am. Who was it that shot them?
It was her grandma.
Where is the baby, ma'am?
It's in my arms. I'm trying to hold pressure to the wound. I don't.
Okay, where is the baby shot?
I don't know. I'm trying to find. I think in her neck. I think she shot twice. If I ever did anything good, please get my baby. She shot my baby.
Destiny! Destiny!
Oh God, we have to keep her alive.
Destiny!
We have to keep her alive.
News for the very first time, we are seeing body camera video of the arrest of a woman who was charged with shooting her months-old granddaughter in the head. Now, this happened last Saturday around 2 in the morning, and in the video, police appear to be aware that the vehicle driven by suspect Mia Harris is headed their way. We see an officer throw stop signs at the vehicle, and then Harris is ordered out of the car at gunpoint and onto the ground.
Hands! Step out of the vehicle! Step out! Okay. On your face, now! I got lethal.
Harris is accused of intentionally shooting the 6-month-old infant in the head at close range inside of the Dutchview Apartments. Prosecutors said earlier this week that the baby was in grave condition at Children's Hospital. Harris is charged with 3 counts of felonious assault, and her bond is set at $1.5 million. If you want to help support the baby's family, we do have a link to a GoFundMe that is on our website.
Detectives brought Mia Harris into the interrogation room, and that's where the real performance began. She didn't answer their questions. She lectured them. She demanded reparations from the government, from corporations, from fast food chains, from churches. She said she was a queen. She said her family were demons sent to destroy her. She claimed she had been crucified, not metaphorically, but as a matter of spiritual fact, and that what she did that night was judgment. Divine judgment, carried out by her, on behalf of God. When the detective gently, carefully, asked her why she targeted the baby, a 6-month-old infant, she said, "That was not my granddaughter. That was a demon." And then she asked for a cup of water and said she wanted to go back to sleep. Here is what makes this interrogation so disturbing to analyze. She was not incoherent. Her words were strange, conspiratorial, grandiose, full of religious imagery and racial grievance and paranoid logic, but they were connected. She moved from one idea to the next. She responded to what detectives said. She noticed when they were being fair to her and acknowledged it. She asked about her rights and cited the inadmissibility of statements before Miranda warnings were given. When a detective told her, point blank, that the world was going to see her as a monster, she paused, considered it, and said, "I'm a monster." Agreed. And then she corrected herself. "No. I'm the angel they didn't want to see." Genuine psychosis, a true break from reality, typically presents differently. It tends to be fragmented, inconsistent, confused about basic facts of the present moment. What Mia Harris displayed had an internal logic. It was a worldview, not a collapse. She knew where she was. She knew why she was there. She knew what she had done. What she disputed was whether it was wrong.
Would you like something else to drink?
I ain't drinking shit from y'all.
Do you need to use the restroom?
Nope. Just want to leave. I don't want my stuff.
Okay.
I ain't changing my mind. You can't make me change my mind.
What stuff?
All y'all know, I'm not playing. Don't act stupid.
Mia, it's 4:30 in the morning. We're not playing either.
Okay, don't. Because it wasn't 4:30 in the morning when I did what I did.
Right.
Well, what would you like?
Yeah, we can't let you just destroy our room.
I don't care about destroying your room.
Obviously,
I'm
you
here.
don't.
I'm
I'm saying-
here when I don't want to be.
Me too.
My rights haven't been read to me yet, so all of the stuff that I've said is inadmissible. So
Have you ever been read your rights before?
yeah, I have, but not today.
So you understand them?
No, because they haven't been said to me.
Okay, well, since you brought it up, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to an attorney. Can afford one will be appointed to you for free. At any time during this conversation, you can stop talking to us because we are police officers.
I'm done.
Understand that? Can you read?
Done talking.
Can you read?
So what happened tonight? You don't look like a bad person. So apparently something had to transpire that set these events in action.
Clearly someone made you upset tonight.
The world made me upset.
So there's nothing we can do to help you. That's what you're saying? Not a thing in the world.
Other than letting me go and giving me my stuff. Nope.
Can I ask you what stuff that you think that we have of yours?
You know what you got in mind. We ain't doing that. We're not doing that. Don't act stupid. If you want to act stupid, then act stupid. But you're not stupid.
Can I ask you a question? Did you leave the house tonight in the attire that you came in here in? Did you have a shirt on when you left your house tonight?
We don't need a statement from you. We don't. Okay? The only reason we're in here is to get your side of the story. That is it. Because there's, as you know, two sides to every story. Right? And we got every other story except yours. Is that fair to you? No, it's not. We're just trying to be fair to you, Mia. We do not need to be sitting here. I promise you. And you know that. The only reason we are here is for you to tell your truth.
I don't need to be here to tell my truth.
You do. I promise you, you do. So you're just going to let people think that you're an absolute monster. You're good with that.
I'm not a monster.
I know you're not a monster. We know you're not a
The world is a
monster.
monster.
Agreed. And guess what story we have? The world's story. Guess whose story we don't have?
I already
The
told my
victim's story.
I already told my story.
You haven't told us anything. We're the two that count right now. Listen to me. Look at us. We're the two that count right now in your life. Promise you. You know this. You're not stupid. We're the two most important people in your life right now. Promise you. I will not lie to you. Haven't lied to you yet. I've been nothing but respectful to you.
You have been. Most of you have been.
All we are doing is to get your truth, to help you. We don't need it. We don't need it.
Okay.
But what you're doing is you're going to let the world, the monstrous world, beat you down even more by you sitting here acting like a crazy person, knocking shit over. That's why we're here. That's it.
I get that.
We don't listen. Think about it from our side of the table here. It would be much easier for us to just let you sit in here knocking shit over, acting like an angry person, and have the world's story to collaborate with you being an angry person. How does it benefit us to come in here? We already got the demon, the crazy person, right?
I'm not crazy and I'm not a demon.
That's what the world is saying. You're the only one that can tell us otherwise. Who else is going to? No one we've talked to is, I promise you, not lying to you. I won't lie to you one time while we're sitting in here.
They sold me. They sold me. They raped. They pillaged. They experimented. I'm hurt.
I know you are. Look at you.
I'm struggling. I can barely live, but they have taken everything from me. I shouldn't have to live like that. Y'all saw how my house is. It ain't just about it being cluttered. You get tired of picking up and cleaning up after in a house. And then you turn around and you call and you ask for somebody to fix something and they don't come fix it. They don't come fix it. But they keep going up on my rent. They've been going up on my rent. I've been there 17 years. I go get a job. I can't get a job to pay me worth nothing. I know who I am in this world. They have held me down and kept me down and they have raped and pillaged and took everything from me. Every time I go to a job. Every time. It was called some Braxton something. That sped up my heart. After speeding up my heart, I had my children. After I had my children, my heart didn't fucking slow down. So one side of it got enlarged. Then I had to go on some meds. Then it got a little better, and then they said, oh, well, let us put a device in you. And then I got this device in me, and it's got 666 on it. So I know y'all know who I am. I know y'all know who I am. Y'all not dumb. Y'all been trying to kill me physically, so I could not do this. 3 attempts on my life. And this is the 4th one, and I took it out. I'm not going to keep fighting for my life.
What was the 4th one?
Tonight. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
How was your life threatened tonight?
Oh, my life was threatened, and everything that I had was threatened tonight. And because you was trying to take everything that I had, I took what you had.
About who you are.
Wow.
Who they think you are.
Yeah, I know. I think I'm a monster, bro.
But monsters don't cry.
I'm not a monster.
I know you're not a monster.
I'm just that, as they say, angel that y'all didn't want to see. The angel of intuition.
So help us paint a better picture of you than what the world sees right now.
Well, I don't know if I can.
Try.
We've got nothing but time.
I don't want to talk. I want to go somewhere and go to sleep.
If you had your choice, where would you go?
What?
If you had your choice, where would you go?
If I had my choice, where would I go? I go to those thieving churches. And I tell the truth.
What would you say?
And I take their money. Because they rob the people too.
Some disagreements there.
So yeah. So when I say I want my money, I'm talking about them too. They perverted and pimped me like I said. I want my money.
You grew up in church?
I did.
Against your will?
Nope. I actually love God. He's a very loving person. Unconditional.
Still?
Still has forgiveness. very much so, and mercy.
Has he forgiven you tonight?
I'm not being condemned, baby.
I'm sorry?
I'm not being condemned.
You said mercy. That makes a lot of sense.
But after I kept getting attacked because they was trying to take my life, I went ahead and just said I ended it. Now you can't threaten me no more. Now it is what it is. I'm tired. I don't want to fight no more. I'm sick of this. You wanted me to be silent? I'm about to go silent. This world is evil and wicked. I went to the church. They judged me. They did not want to cover. Love covers a multitude of sins. And you chose not to love.
Did you choose to love tonight?
No. I chose what you chose. I reflected back to you what you were.
That makes a lot of sense. So it wasn't mercy.
No. It was judgment. You didn't give me mercy. I asked for mercy. I waved my white flag.
You feel powerful?
Huh?
Do you feel powerful?
I don't want to feel powerful. I wanted to live amongst you and love you.
I'm saying about tonight. Would that make you feel powerful?
No, I didn't want to do that. It's not what God wants to do. But you spared a ride, you spoiled a
Forensic
child.
psychologists were called in to evaluate her. The defense entered a plea of not guilty by reason of insanity, and also raised a question about her competency to stand trial. These are two separate legal questions. Competency is about whether she could participate in her own defense now, while insanity is about whether she understood right from wrong at the moment of the crime. Evaluators were tasked with answering whether what happened in that interrogation room, and what happened in that apartment, was genuine psychosis or something else. There is a clinical term for faking mental illness for legal benefit: malingering. Evaluators look for consistency of symptoms across time and setting. They look for whether the person's behavior matches established patterns of known disorders. And they look for what's called secondary gain. What does this person stand to get from being found insane? In Mia Harris's case, the secondary gain was straightforward: avoid responsibility for shooting an infant. The mother of the baby told investigators that Mia had been hallucinating for weeks before the shooting. The defense pointed to mental health as the cause. Prosecutors pointed to something else: heavy marijuana use, with her symptoms coinciding with increased use in the weeks leading up to December 9th. Mia was ultimately found competent to stand trial. She did not successfully pursue the insanity defense. In September of 2024, she pleaded guilty to felonious assault. On October 29, 2024, she was sentenced to 9 to 12 years in prison. The judge said the hand of God was the reason baby Myra was alive. And Myra is alive. She spent 65 days in the hospital. She underwent 3 surgeries, with more ahead. She has a shunt in her head because her brain no longer drains fluid properly. She will have seizures for the rest of her life.
County grandmother accused of shooting her own grandchild in the head appeared before a judge just this afternoon. So Mia Harris was indicted by a Butler County grand jury on several charges after allegedly shooting at her 6-month-old grandchild and also the baby's mother. Ken Brown was there for her arraignment today and joins us now live from Hamilton to tell us what happened.
Yeah, the details of this case very troubling, Megan, and it's not guilty pleas all around for Mia Harris, but not just not guilty pleas. She's also attempting to plea not guilty by reason of insanity.
On our next case, State of Ohio versus Mia Harris.
Dressed in Butler County Jail orange from head to toe, Mia Harris walked into Judge Hoy's courtroom for the first time since being indicted on 4 counts of felonious assault and 1 count of improperly discharging a firearm. Harris is accused of shooting at the mother of her grandchild and shooting her 6-month-old granddaughter in the head back on December 9th. This is body camera video of officers arresting Harris.
Step out! Okay. On your face, now!
The sheriff's office told us at the time the child was in grave condition. The prosecutor's office today providing an update that the infant girl's condition has improved. The extent of that improvement is unclear. More than 5 weeks after the shooting took place, Harris is pleading not guilty to all 5 charges she faces. Not only is it a not guilty plea, she's pleading not guilty by reason of insanity.
We're going to enter a plea of not guilty, also not guilty by reason of insanity. Your Honor, I'm going to put a written plea that filed by tomorrow. I'm also making an oral motion for suggestion of competency, which I'll put that in writing as well.
Her defense attorney tells us a few members of Harris's family were in the courtroom this afternoon, and as she was escorted back to jail, she turned back to address them. So that not guilty by reason of insanity plea has to come with an evaluation by a professional. There's a competency evaluation as well that has to take place over the next several weeks. Harris is scheduled to be back in court on February 27th at 1 o'clock. Of course, we'll continue to follow this case for you. Reporting live in Hamilton, Ken Brown, Fox 19 now.
She will have special needs. She was brought to the sentencing hearing by her mother, Destiny, 18 months old, a happy baby, with no understanding yet of what was done to her, or who did it. Destiny stood in that courtroom with what she called her souvenirs, her daughter's hospital gown, lockets of Myra's hair saved from surgeries, because she never knew if she'd see her daughter again. She spoke directly to Mia Harris and said, "You will never have a grandma again. You took that from her. You took me having a mother-in-law. You took everything from me." Destiny said she stood there 10 times stronger than the woman she was a year ago. So here is where we land. Mia Harris claimed she was fighting demons. She claimed she was crucified. She performed a 40-minute monologue in an interrogation room about reparations and spiritual warfare and Mother Earth. Her defense said she snapped, that she had a breakdown. But here is what the evidence shows. She kept a gun in a lockbox that only she could access, and she told detectives that night, "I knew I was going to need it. I just didn't know when." She broke down a door. She shot at multiple people. She aimed at a mother's head, missed, then deliberately turned to a 6-month-old on a bed. She picked that baby up afterward and smiled. She fled. She led police back. She walked into custody. And in that interrogation room, she never once expressed confusion about what she had done. She expressed justification. The forensic evaluators made their call. The court accepted a guilty plea. The sentence was 9 to 12 years. That is not a life sentence for shooting an infant in the head. Whether that represents justice is a question worth sitting with. Madness or manipulation? Was Mia Harris truly fighting demons, or was she building the most elaborate defense she could think of? If you were on that jury, would you believe her? Drop your verdict in the comments. Do you think 9 to 12 years is enough for shooting a baby in the head? Or should she have gotten more? Let us know in the comments. And if you want to see more cases where suspects claim insanity, subscribe and join us for the next one.
An infant defying the odds and surviving being shot in the head at close range. Unbelievable. It all happened. Her grandmother's the person responsible. Thanks for joining us here at 6. I'm Mike Dardis.
And good evening to you. I'm Cherie Palello. Tonight, for the very first time, that baby's mother is opening up about the night that terrorized her family and their story of resilience and now hope. WLWT News Host Karen Johnson joins us live in Butler County tonight with a story you'll see only here on Channel 5. Hi, Karen.
Hey, good evening, Cherie. You know, I first met baby Myra and her mother, Destiny, yesterday as Destiny faced the woman who shattered her family, baby Myra's paternal grandmother, Mia Harris. And I have to tell you, I was so moved in that courtroom at sentencing yesterday, how Destiny stood up and spoke with such strength about her daughter's journey. I knew I wanted to tell more of her story, and today, Destiny agreed to speak with me.
You want to go on the slide and the swing?
In a park on Cincinnati's west side, Destiny Buffington and her daughter Myra are enjoying a beautiful fall afternoon.
There you go. There you go.
Looking at their smiles, you wouldn't know they've already faced one of life's toughest battles. About a month after this video was taken,
I'm going to be great, and I'm going to change the world.
Myra was shot in the head at close range by her paternal grandmother after chasing Destiny around a room with a weapon pointed at her.
I never expected her to turn around and hurt Myra.
Doctors gave Myra 3 days to live, then 5. After an emergency surgery,
She squeezed our finger and they said it's just a reflux, and we were like, I don't think so. I think that's my baby in there. So I was like, I can't let her go. I can't do that. If she wants to fight, I'm not going to tell her she can't fight. She did fight. Thank God she did fight. I don't know how she knew how to do all the things that she did. God gave her the strength, and she took that strength.
Destiny says the bullet entered Myra's head below her right eye.
It did go in and out, so it just went out the back of her head, and ultimately what saved her life is the fact that her head was not fully developed, so it didn't have time to stop. It just went in and out.
Caring for Myra this past year has been challenging.
These are clips from when she first woke up and she had her helmet placed.
She's paralyzed on the left side of her body and goes to therapy, has a shunt behind her ear to help drain fluids in her brain, and suffers from seizures.
And she does have vision problems now. Her vision's kind of like your eye vision split, so she sees like out of a certain angle of her eye.
Despite all they've been through, Destiny refuses to live with a victim mindset.
I don't want to be a victim in my future. I want to flourish. I want to do great things in life, so I have to keep that. Just keep it going, just keep it pushing, just be positive.
An example she wants to set for Myra, who at just 1.5 years old is showing the world what resilience truly looks like.
I embrace it all, like I really do. I feel like she's like my little gift, my little miracle baby.
And something else is pretty remarkable. Destiny is only 20 years old. Her mother, who was with her today during the interview, says she's so proud of her daughter, of how strong she has been through all of this. Now, Destiny is documenting Myra's progress on TikTok. A link will be posted on our website. Mia Harris, by the way, the defendant in this case, she was sentenced yesterday to 9 to 12 years in prison. Reporting live tonight, Karen Johnson, WLWT News 5.
You were making the cutest noises.
Oh.
It's weird that anything adorable happens in court, but.
Said I know the most noise in court today.